Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Creative Oche, and in this particular video I'm going to be teaching you how to create realistic backgrounds on Photoshop. It's very easy to do, and I'm going to take you through the process. Without any further ado, let's jump into the video. So I have this image here, and I would love to add background to it, and a shadow, a realistic shadow that makes it look very real and genuine. Now, from the looks of the image here, you can see that the light is coming from a different source. It's from the right hand side coming. You can see the light is coming from this direction. Shows that that's where the light is, and then this part is where you put your shadow. So when you understand these things, it helps you know the kind of area you should tilt your shadow to. So now let's add shadow to this. Since we don't have any background on this, how do we add the shadow? So if you go to your image and then double click on it, go to drop shadow. Now your drop shadow, let me reset to default. So first of all, uncheck the global light, and then set your angle to this angle here, and then you can increase your distance. Now your distance is one of the most important factor whenever you want to add good shadows on your object or any layer that is on Photoshop. So now once you have increased the distance, you increase the size too. Now the size is going to determine whether the person image is actually far from you or close to where the shadow is. So if I increase the distance again and I increase the size, it makes it real because it shows that it's a clean shadow. And if you check one key thing, my opacity is set to 35. I'm not using a hard opacity that makes it look like I'm using a fake shadow. That's one of the first ways to create realistic backgrounds. Then let's say for instance we've created this, and then I click OK. The next thing to do, where most people stop, is they stop at this particular area. What to do next is to create a new adjustment layer. Go to brightness and contrast, and then set a keyframe. I should set a keyframe. Set a clipping mask to it, and then reduce this to brightness a little bit. And click on the mask. Go to press B for brush. Right click and increase your brush size. Let's close this. And then set the hardness of your brush to soft, and then increase your brush, and then paint the areas where the light is coming from. Now this is before, this is after. You see that the shadow is more effective because you added a top layer shadow, an adjustment layer shadow, to match that area that is actually very dark, to make it look very real. That's one of the first things. The second style is for you to be able to use the exact image as a shadow. So let me duplicate this image, remove the shadow, turn off the first ones, and then first thing I'll do is press Ctrl J to duplicate the image. Go to the image underneath, and then go to filter, go to blur, go to Gaussian blur, then increase the Gaussian blur to about 23, and then go to your move to move it down like this. Now if you have done like this, you can now reduce the fill to something like this. And when you add a shadow to this now, because it will follow our default settings, and then let's say you reduce this opacity a little bit, it gives that natural feel of exact colors popping out from the persons to the background. That's one of the biggest ways to create clean, realistic shadows on Photoshop. This is the part where most people don't really know how to work on this type of idea. I developed this because whenever I'm working on some complex project that needs to look very real, I use this type of technique and it works very well. It looks different, it looks premium. Let's say, for instance, we add a box at the background, and you can see that there's a massive difference. Now you see that that shadow works very well because the color of this guy and the color of the shadow, the dark shadow already works together. So this is how you can create realistic backgrounds. It's very easy to make and very simple and fast. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more videos, and we'll catch you guys in the very next one.